Among the many pressing issues to be discussed at this month's City Council meeting, one that is top of mind as we're into the second wave of COVID-19 is housing and the difficulty so many are facing paying their rent. According to the tenant advocacy group Acorn Canada, 260,000 tenants in Toronto alone are in arrears with their landlords and many are facing eviction. Acorn, along with several city councillors, are urging the city to do more to help.
Rent relief is necessary. Rent relief is necessary.
A small but vocal group from Acorn gathered outside City Hall demanding that a long-standing but lesser-known rent relief program known as the Rent Bank be converted from what is now up to a $4,000 loan for eligible low-income tenants to a grant that does not have to be paid back.
So that the people who are finding it difficult to pay rent during COVID because of job losses, hours being cut, the city shutting down, that they have a way of paying their rent.
The group is marching in support of a motion from Councillor Kristen Wong-Tam, who's standing behind a Planning and Housing Committee report that recommends just that, strengthening the Rent Bank program, which has seen a 113% increase in applications this year over last, but only a 56% increased approval rate. Wong-Tam says the city could be doing more to prevent homelessness.
What we need to do now is to expand the Rent Bank program to reduce the threshold for qualification, eliminate the barriers of access, which may include even a modest repayment program, because we know that at the end of the day, it's going to cost the city a lot less to keep people housed than to see them fall through the cracks and into the streets and into the shelters.
If you're not working, how are you going to pay this back?
Wong-Tam agrees with Acorn that more people need to have access to these programs.
It doesn't help Ontario disability recipients because they don't meet the criteria. It doesn't help the Ontario Works recipients because the rent bank isn't available for anybody on social assistance.
Acorn says many landlords would like to push struggling tenants out so they can hike the rent, which they say is unfair during the pandemic as poverty and unemployment continues to rise.
There are people who have reached out to Acorn who have been evicted. The sheriff has showed up to their apartment to change their rent, to change their locks while they're in the apartment, tell them that they have to go. The sheriff has shown up with papers in hand from the Landlord and Tenants Board as an eviction letter that the tenants have to move out.
Kristen Wong-Tam is confident that her motion will pass, which will mean that the report will go back to the city's Planning and Housing Committee to hammer out the numbers, with the hope that the increased funding will be included in the 2021 budget. I'm Pam Seatle, City News.